believe it or not, going into World Champs, I did absolutely nothing. I told myself I was going to be doing pull-ups every day. I wasn't. I just, one of those things where, and I was working very hard, but I was working in the pool. And we're in a season now where we're going to add gym to it, but there has to be an adaptation phase, because if you, especially with the way I train being so specific, if I'm lifting and doing Dryland outside of the swim, there's going to be fatigue that's carried, and it takes away from the specificity of training at pace. And so there were seasons where I noticed I could lift and be strong, but in the water, just because I had all this extra muscle, my vessel was not fast. So you see a lot of guys that you think would be the fastest in the world, and they're barely middle of the pack. And it's because they look great in the mirror and the ladies love it, but they can't swim fast and they can't hold that distance. And so there's definitely a balance to it, and that's why I think lifting and trying to find, like, the goal with us, and I'm in the process of developing a new course so my app had just recently launched, the MA Swim Academy, and in there we're going to have a program that's built out specifically for swimmers. And a lot of it is going to be wide grip pull-ups. I think we were speaking about this yesterday, right? About wide grip pull-ups, and how when you do pull-ups or any sort of physical motion, you want to have this, what we call like a psychophysical. And the psychophysical is basically psycho being mental, the brain. So turning the brain on to the physical, and then picturing a motion that's specific to swim. So doing a bench press, not really going to help you swim. It's like, where in a swimming motion are we doing this, And so it may look good on the chest, but it's not going to help you pull. And so that's why we'll do like wide grip pull-ups. And in my head, I'll be thinking, this is the motion I'm going to feel with my butterfly. I'm pulling through. This is the kind of pain, the fatigue I'm going to feel at the end of my 100. And so when you get through those things, when I'm in the pool, I'm thinking, oh, I'm just doing pull-ups. Like, I've hurt more than this. So a lot of it's like connecting those two. And it's hard because Dryland and weights, we like to say weights don't float. We mentioned this yesterday when we toured the facility, is there's ways to break down the muscle without weights. And as much as it sounds cool to be like, oh, I can deadlift 400 pounds or whatever, that doesn't mean you're going to swim fast. And so we're going to do a lot of band work, and band is kind of time under tension and load, and so it creates this springier, more quick, like works the muscle fibers smarter. We do a lot of core development with med balls. We'll do dead bugs where we're on our back, kind of lengthening out the core, and a lot of that is specific to swim, because when you swim you need to have that balance. And so that's kind of where we are with Dryland, is figuring out things that are going to translate in the water.